We're here for our weekly baseball press conference with head coach Danny Hayden. Coach, last week, for the first time maybe all season, the team had to go through a little bit of adversity, but you have to like the way that they responded on Sunday.
Yeah, there was I think we learned a lot last week. You know, we had talked a lot throughout the course of the season about learning our lessons while we were winning and trying to build upon the good things that we were doing, but also not overlook the things that we weren't doing good enough to consistently win, even though we were winning some baseball games early on. But there are things I don't think you can see in your team, or there's some lessons that are tough to learn until you really do have some failure or a different kind of adversity, and this week presented that. I was excited. You know, the one game we won last week was probably the most difficult of the four to win, and I thought showed a lot of resolve in our team to fight back and find a way to come from behind when your back's against the wall and get a really important win. So I was really excited about that. Frustrating week, sure, but I think we're going to be better for it. We're going to learn a lot from it, and I was really excited to be able to salvage that Game 3 of the weekend.
What did you tell your guys after the weekend, and what was kind of the overall mood of the team?
Well, I think our guys understood the significance of the weekend and of getting that last game. You know, our messaging doesn't change a ton whether we win or lose. It's you know, what's behind us is behind us. I think we've learned a lot from the wins we've had, and that's why we've improved as a baseball team. And I trust that we will continue to learn from the losses as well. And, you know, there's that old saying that a failure is only a failure if you don't learn something, and I think our guys are really good learners. I think we've shown that throughout the course of the season, and I think we will take a lot away from last week. And like I said, I think we'll be a much better team come tournament time and postseason baseball because of what we were able to learn last week.
And then we saw a little bit of a different alignment in the field, at least. Landon Stevens moving over to second base and Jordan Stevens at third. Is that something that you'll do more regularly going forward?
Yeah, just trying to keep some options open with what our best defense is. We haven't played, I don't think, a championship level defense yet at a lot of different positions, not just the infield. There's a lot of things defensively that we need to continue to improve on. Landon played second base almost exclusively his freshman year. Last year didn't play. I don't think he played any second base last year. I think it was all third base. And then this year, it's just something we know he can do it. We know he's a pretty good defensive player over there. Jordan Stevens has played more third base than anywhere else in his career. So just trying to shake it up a little bit and see if we can't find what our best defensive alignment is. I thought those guys looked good in those spots the last week. And I think, you know, our message to those guys is just compete as much as they can. And you know, we'll keep learning how to play the positions better, but I do think they are starting to feel more comfortable there.
And I believe if on this date a month from now, you'll be in the midst of the MAC tournament. So, you know, season's kind of coming to a close here, getting close to it. How are you guys looking injury-wise and feeling physically?
Well, it's a day-by-day thing. You know, we're not going to talk about the MAC tournament with our guys or anything like that. But health-wise, we are a little banged up right now, and that was one of the reasons why I say getting that third game of the weekend was so pivotal. We're without Shane Smith basically for the weekend. He threw way less than he typically would on a weekend for us. Will Vogelsang was very limited due to his injuries. Jordan Stevens had to come out of a game. Christian Tejada didn't play the last two games of the series. He's one of the best hitters in the conference right now. A couple other injuries, and for us to find a way to win the game with all of that going on, I thought was really impressive. Obviously, we're a better team when we're healthy, but it's not an excuse to not go out and compete like crazy tonight or any other game if we are a little banged up. We've got a lot of good players on our team, a lot of guys who will get some different opportunities if we are injured, and I'm excited to watch those guys take advantage of them.
Are those things that are going to linger on, those injuries, or are they just kind of one-off, like fatigue type of things?
Yeah, we'll see. You know, I don't think I have a lot of clarity on any of them right now. There were some MRIs yesterday. Monday's usually a get-right day for a lot of our guys, trying to get a little rest and relaxation, so we'll see what guys are reporting with today. Have not talked to our trainer yet this morning, so I don't know where we're at with a couple of those guys and their availability for this evening. But obviously we're optimistic that we'll get some guys back healthy. But like I said, if they're not, it's not an excuse for me or anybody in our program to not go out and compete like crazy, and it's going to be a great opportunity for somebody if somebody gets that call.
All right, talk about tonight. Going to play Xavier. Obviously, it's always a big rivalry game. What can we expect from the Musketeers?
They're playing really good baseball right now. I think they're 7-1 in conference. They pitch it really well. They swing it really well. They're an aggressive baseball team. We haven't seen them yet this year. I think this is late into a year as we've gone without playing Xavier. So, a ton of familiarity with their program and their coaching staff. It's always fun to play against Coach O'Connor. It's always special for me, being my alma mater. I always enjoy playing those guys, and it'll be another fun night of baseball. I think our guys are ready to get back on a baseball field and compete. So we're all excited for that.
All right, and then this week's MAC series has Northern Illinois coming to town, and they've been pretty good in the MAC so far this year.
Sure, yeah. They scored a ton of runs this weekend against Kent State, who always pitches it very well. So, they're winning games in conference. They're doing a good job. I don't know a ton about them yet. We haven't dove into NIU yet. I know that was the lone team to beat us in a weekend a year ago. So I do know that they're capable of putting together a really good weekend of baseball. And we've got a little bit of payback, and I think in our guys' heads to make sure we come out with our best baseball. Excited for the weekend, and it's also our alumni weekend. I'm excited to get a bunch of alumni back. A lot of really great people that did a ton for Miami that'll be back on campus this weekend. So that'll be really neat for our program as well.
All right, thank you, Coach, and good luck this week.
Yeah, thank you.